Welcome to PGA Tour, and welcome to the start of college football.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
College game day, week 0 is about to, end, but I've been watching it for a while.
I do believe that teams, especially in sport football, play for something that are bigger than themselves. And I absolutely love play and obviously it's devastating out there. But anytime there feels like there's a little bit more influence, a little bit more represented, I think those teams do well. So I'm
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So Frank, we have made the journey south from SFO and Pebble Beach, where we were last week, to right here in Scottsdale in this, the world famous one and only WM Phoenix Open. And we'll be following the young phenom who got that first PGA Tour victory just a few short days ago. What do you expect to see in that first tournament following the win?
Absolute mayhem. TPC Scottsdale will welcome a new start of the game. And they get to play one of Tom Weisskopf's best golf courses, in my opinion, TPC Scottsdale. So I think it's a good blend. A new star, a crazed fan base here as well. So I think it's just simply going to be electric.
So a beautiful Thursday here as we get this tournament underway. And Frank, when you look at our featured golfer, we're seeing someone who has got to be walking on air right now. Winner for the first time ever on the PGA Tour back on Sunday. That was some moment, a lot of emotion hoisting that trophy. But you know full well, having been in this situation, this is a new week. What do you recall about coming back after that maiden victory?
You belong. I was walking on the air too. It was just a realization, the dream you had as a kid. It actually really is a reality. It's come true. And it does take a little while for those feet to hit the ground again, but that feeling of belonging, to be honest, I miss that now.
The weather down here in Arizona, picture perfect here in the month of February, but come August, we know that'll be a much different story. Still, Frank, apart from keeping your focus and embracing, we'll call it the festive nature of this event, what is the key to really being successful here at TPC Scottsdale?
The truth, Rich, really is trying to adjust, because everybody talks of the elevation here, which is about 1,500 feet above sea level. So on a normal day around 75 degrees, that's about 5% you'd adjust. But in these cold, crisp mornings, and also later in the day, that drops to about 3%. So the players that have played well here are very aware of how much that affects their iron play. Their irons go a little shorter at the start of the day. They go a little further in the middle of the day, and then they drop down again in the afternoon. So constantly adjusting. Now that's an excellent shot. Inside that 10 feet circle, a little long, a little left, but still good.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. Now on to the third, first par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. Used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left, now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hole if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green. It has been completely changed.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
This is a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard course. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left. Okay, good shot, and a putt for birdie here at number 4. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And he'll move to within 3 of the lead at 4 under par. This can be a tough hole, this par 4 fifth at 470 yards. It is made considerably easier if you pound your drive. And you need to hit it long and straight. From there, you'll have a chance to access the whole location and maybe make a birdie. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot. Maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A little tentative there, and that'll come up short. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 4 under. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's being stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart?
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Freeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
Okay, so I have Alabama, Florida State, Michigan, and Texas.
Do you keep going? How do you have to say that? You keep going.
No, okay, so then who is it? Oh, I got Alabama and Michigan in the final. I got Michigan winning it all.
Okay, no way. You don't have Michigan winning it all.
After last year, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, what do you
Alright, so I got. What you got? Sit in to watch this screen.
Alabama.
There we go.
Alabama.
We agree.
Ohio State. Michigan. Georgia. So I think this
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away.
I'm sorry. You made it to the playoffs. I mean, and then I got,
Bama. Roll Tide. Okay. All right.
well, this is it.
We're close. We're really
We
close.
don't.
Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And he's going to get to within 2 of the lead as he moves to 5 under par. Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Chance now for another birdie.
Just like last year, for very easily to be undefeated when they play, and then they match up in a conference championship game. The other team beats them, they very easily could, in the Big Ten's case.
We are going to get them.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 5 under. This is a good hole right here. The par 4 8 at 475 yards. A slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there. You'll have a chance to make a birdie. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Frankie's not going to make the highlight shows tonight, but he might still make par, which isn't all bad.
Hey, let's face it, that is very forgettable.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Finishing up the front side at TPC Scottsdale with the 453-yard par 4 ninth. Avoiding 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. Then players have an open approach to a green with a ridge bisecting it. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway, now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Now this for another birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6-under par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right. You have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Now, college football starts this weekend. Next year at this time, a lot of these guys today will be playing on Saturdays in college football.
And these games are great because they are the future of college football, and this game is a perfect example. 9 players on the field today are either ranked in the ESPN or ESPN Junior 300.
Let's start with a couple 5-stars. How about it? The wide receivers for Chaminade Madonna, committed to Ohio State and Jeremiah Smith and JJ Trainer.
Yeah, he's such a dangerous pair. For Smith and all starts with the speed. You see the experience.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second.
Cool, you can actually hear the cheers from the stadium over there. How are you doing?
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 12 feet still to go. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Chance now for another birdie. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. So that brushed in for par here at 11. and he'll stay at 7 under. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the Par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of this green. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. Well, a good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12.
Okay, that one passed the hole just a bit, but a birdie triumph coming. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
No, it wasn't that.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Par 5 13th, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
And that is into the lone bunker here left of this 13th fairway. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Now this for another birdie. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14th. Not quite as intimidating as number 11, but every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That's in for par, and he'll remain 7 under for his round. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Nothing has gone wrong all day. Now this for an eagle. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is some kind of round going on now. What a putt that was. It's an eagle, and his sensational play continues on this backside. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale, with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. Okay, pretty good. Definitely over the next back on the tee. The crowd will like that one. Chance now for another birdie. And that a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he pushes that lead to 3 shots with 2 holes to go. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Oh, not holding back. This is a big swing.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie.
What's the matter? Huh?
This is a 13-footer. To get up that slope, it is in for a birdie. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
And safely on deck. It's the main thing, but from that distance, you don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, in for birdie here at the last. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59. The quality of golf today, Frank, absolutely otherworldly, just birdie after birdie after birdie.
Made it look like we were playing a video game.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Learn. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.
Quick round 2 and 3, and then play a full 4 this time.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a 2-shot advantage here to begin play. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. This one's looking good.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that lead is going to increase.
A 4-footer here for birdie.
Whoa!
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 13 under for the tournament. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. Now that'll miss right, and it's into the smaller of the 2 bunkers here at 7. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, too much spin coming out of that sand. Not quite the run out you're looking for, and that'll come up a wee bit short. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
We close out the front nine with the 454-yard par 4 ninth. Avoid the right-hand bunker off the tee, and you should have a good look into this green, which is separated by a large hump running right through the middle of it. Solid, good drive in the fairway. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
Just needed that a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's birdie. Push that score to 3 under for the round. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do, and consequently they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
Oof.
Clear.
A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was set out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
Safely in. Well, it's a par here at the 10th. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top, and well, the chasers. Different league.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16 as we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. We'll get into the action here on the tee at the par 3 12th. So Frank, here we are on this glorious Saturday afternoon. Our featured golfer in the lead, looking for what would be a second win on the PGA Tour here in year one. And to me, we're seeing someone who appears to be completely comfortable out there. How long, I'm curious, Frank, did it take for you to feel that way once you became a pro?
Well, certainly not as quick as that, Rich. It took me, at least a handful of years. But, I grew up a long way away from here, New Zealand, so I was always traveling, always playing in somebody else's backyard. To grow up here, play the PGA Tour, win that quickly, and have a chance to do win number 2, this is a totally different stratosphere. This person, they've got the goods, really. Once again, this is a player that you have to keep your eye on going forward.
To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water's still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front, and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore. Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. That means he'll get it to 22 under par. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
So that may be not his best of chips, but he'll have that for his par.
You'd expect that to be a little closer from where he was, and that is far from a gimme.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Okay, that's going to come to rest in the rough as that rolled all the way through this long 15th green, but it is safely on that island.
Oh my God.
We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He's going to move to 23 under par. So could lightning strike twice here for the rookie on top of the leaderboard after 54 holes. And Frank trying to win for the second time this season.
I would make them the favorite right now, Rich, too. I know they've just one win, as you've detailed behind, but what comes after one, and that's two. It's really starting on golf's pyramid. Work your way up the top there.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down, as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. So Frank, final round underway. The golfer we've been watching all weekend in the lead here on Sunday, looking for what would be a second PGA Tour victory as a rookie. Put me in the golfer's shoes, Frank, and you've won on all the major tours, including the PGA Tour, around the world, 15 victories. What did you learn after your first professional win that sort of helped you when you were going after that second, third, fourth, fifth victory?
In a nutshell, Rich, the word is belief. You always have doubt until you win the very, very first time. Once that doubt's erased, then you want to back it up, because that's what better players do, right? They win more than once, and then when it's twice, they win more than twice. So it's belief, and trying to turn that into ironclad belief. So one win in your rookie season, that's great. Two, you're in a different class. And maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
You got to move.
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those 2 fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
13 feet away. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. That's going to move him to 24 under par. We come now to the first par 5 of the day, 558-yard third. A dry wash runs down the entire right side, and then it cuts across the green. Long drive down the right side, and the green is going to be reachable in 2. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Nah.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Not much left here for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he's got it to 25 under par now. It's not the most famous par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, is it? But it is the first. The 4th hole at 183 yards, just a bit uphill with an elevated green. It is well guarded by bunkers. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Oh, everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one, and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the plate.
From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Turn the wind thing off, because I could see where about the wind's gonna take it, and I can, if I took that line off, I can aim and then guess with the wind. That's probably what I'll end up doing soon because I just feel like this is too easy for me. I misjudged it still, I guess.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Now this for birdie.
And this has just got a little bit of turn in it, but you got to be careful not to overread it.
A little bit of time, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th. He's going to stay at 26 under par. Par 4 6th is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. Good chance at one.
Oh, that shot took some nerves, confidence to hit it out of that fairway bunker. Inside 10 feet. That's as good as anyone on the PGA Tour.
Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 27 under par. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. He'll remain at 27 under. Now here at the par 4-8, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this his second.
Left himself with 149. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. He moves to 28 under par. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway, now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
And that ball gonna settle on the fringe, but a good distance from the hole. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So he's able to finish off there for his par, and he'll stay at -5. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the corner with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play.
Clear it.
And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot.
We talk so much about that dreaded long bunker shot, and that was played beautifully. I would take that any day of the week.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And he's closing in on what would be a 5th victory of the year. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting. Imagine a miss club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
Now this for another birdie.
Oh.
8-foot putt here. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back 9 here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left, sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. You've got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So that's going to be a par, and he'll remain at 6 under for the round. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees, and the big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in two. This is a good scoring hole. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. And that not quite gonna hold the green, but that'll be okay. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain 30 under par. For tournament golf, this is one of the exciting holes, the 15th here at TPC Scottsdale. It's reachable at 553 yards, but it is also a nightmare if you hit your second shot. You can make a big number here. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Chance now for another birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Not what these fans were hoping for when they were sprinting across the golf course at 7 in the morning, that's for sure. Nope, that didn't quite turn as much as he'd hoped. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain well under par. Well, these short, drivable par fours are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best. Short par fours in the game, all about risk and reward. So now, from just off the green, this, an eagle opportunity from the fringe. Now this for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That would be just a couple of feet. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the church pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. And this one does settle into the bunker off the tee. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18.
Tough shot coming out of the field. Like I said, really, oh no, that's an excellent approach.
This is a 13-footer. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this is going to be a final round score of 62. What a way to wrap things up. Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich, and I think that to answer you simply, it's huge, but to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they chip in on the last? So you work just as hard, if not harder, for the second one. And then when that happens, you feel validated and you feel finally over the hump.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.
Well, that'll do it for that. Thanks for watching PGA Tour